about electoral politics, a part of politics prevailed in our country. We all know that we live in a democratic country which holds by the people, of the people and for the people. So let's see how a thoughtful view leads to the betterment of our country. What are elections actually? Elections can be defined as a formal process through which the citizens of a country or other political entity such as state or local government choose their representatives or leaders through a certain process, that is voting. Elections are the fundamental to democratic societies that embody the principle of popular sovereignty where the legitimacy of the government derives from the consent of the governed.
The election process refers to a series of steps through which elections are conducted and representatives are chosen by the voters in a democratic system. Constitutional and legal framework related to elections in India have defined a structured and comprehensive election process as well as a dedicated election machinery for the conduct of elections. From the announcement of elections to the declaration of results, the election process includes various stages.
Good morning. This meeting is for the upcoming general election. What's the status?
Ma'am, the first stage of the election procedure is almost over. The division of constituencies is based on the population. It is as usually same as the last year election. We have 543 constituencies.
Ma'am, 412 constituencies are unreserved. 84 seats are reserved for scheduled caste and 47 are reserved for scheduled tribes.
Oh, that's great. We should move on to the next phase. What's the status?
Ma'am, that is the electoral roll, working offline and online. It is going on.
Yes, ma'am. I want to make my voter's ID card. Is this your first one? Yes. Okay, then we have to marry it. Have you have an Aadhaar card? Yes. What do you have? 9489. You will get your voter ID by your post. आप सभी वोटर आईडी के लिए आए? हाँ.
Hello ma'am, I'm here on duty of Election Commission of India for practice and revision of electoral rolls.
Good morning ma'am, how can I help you?
Ma'am, how many members are there in your family?
My parents and me.
What about your grandfather and brother? Their names are there in the list.
My grandfather died last year and my brother is shifted to America and shifted her Aadhaar card also.
Okay ma'am, I'm striking off their names. And what about your age and Aadhaar card?
Now I am 18 plus. I have got my Aadhaar card also.
Okay ma'am, you will be getting your voter identity card by post. Congratulations ma'am.
Thank you.
Time of election. The elections for Lok Sabha and State Legislative Assembly have to take place every 5 years unless called earlier due to premature dissolution of the houses. The constitution provides that the gap between the last session of the dissolved Lok Sabha or State Legislative Assembly and the recalling of the new houses cannot be longer than 6 months.
Thus, the election should be concluded before the expiry of 6 months and after the dissolution of the House.
When the 5-year term of the legislature has expired or the legislature has been dissolved and new elections have been called, the Election Commission of India puts into effect the electoral machinery to conduct the upcoming elections. The Election Commission of India normally announces the schedule of elections in a major press conference before the formal process is set in motion.
The election schedule includes the important dates of the events of election process, such as filing of nomination, counting of votes, and many others.
The Model Code of Conduct for the guidance of candidates and political parties comes immediately into effect after such an announcement. Good evening. This year, we are going to have our general election and the Chief Election Commission of India has announced the election schedule.
Now I'm coming to the schedule for the general election. This would be held in multiple phases. The dates are as follows. Date of issue of notification would be on 22nd January 2025. Last date of making nominations would be on 29 January 2025. Date of scrutiny of nominations would be on 30th January 2025. Last date for withdrawal of candidature would be on 3rd February 2025. Date of polling would be held in 7 phases from 20th February onwards. Result declaration would be on 23rd April and the date before which election would be completed is 24th April. We want to make an appeal to all our esteemed voters to come ahead and vote in this general elections. Thank you.
Issue of notification by the Election Commission of India. A few days after announcing the election schedule, the Election Commission of India issues the notification for the elections. The formal process for the election starts with the notification or notification calling upon the electorate to elect the members of a house.
As soon as the notification for the election is issued by the ECI, candidates can start filing their nomination in the constituencies from where they wish to contest. A candidate is given at least a week to put forward their nominations.
These nomination papers are scrutinized by the returning officers and if not to be found in order can be rejected after a summary hearing. Validly nominated candidates can withdraw within 2 days after the nominations has been scrutinized.
After the candidates are done with their filing of nominations, they start their election campaign. Election campaign refers to the period when the political parties put forward their candidates and arguments with which they hope to persuade people to vote for their candidates and parties. Of all the candidates, those who are from national party and state party already have their symbols exclusively reserved for their party. Rest of the candidates that doesn't have symbols are allotted symbols from a list of free symbols.
Before submitting the nomination form, all the information should be correct and signed by 10 members of this constituency. It should include security money and legal declarations regarding assets, liabilities, educational qualifications, and if any case pending.
Namaskar. We will start our news bulletin with election-related news. Party E candidates and Party G candidates nomination form has been cancelled due to incorrect and insufficient information. And Party D candidate has withdrawn the nomination form with due application. And the returning officer will now announce the final list.
So, the final list for Balashur constituency is Party A candidate Jessica Panda with symbol book, Party B candidate Rashmi Ranjan Sethi with symbol sun, and Party C candidate Angel Alina Panda with symbol lantern. They are contesting from Balashur constituency for 2025 general election.
After the nomination of the candidates is complete, a list of competing candidates is prepared by the returning officer.
The official election campaign period begins at least 2 weeks from the list of nominated candidates is finalized and concludes 48 hours before the polling stations close on election day.
During the election campaign, the political parties and the other contesting candidates are expected to abide by the Model Code of Conduct.
Hello and good morning. I'm Jessica Panda, contesting from Party A. So, we will conduct a nationwide socio-economic caste census to enumerate the caste, subcaste and socio-economic conditions. We will pass the constitutional amendment to raise 50% reservations on SC, ST and OBCs. We will give the 10% reservations in jobs and educational institutions which are economically weaker in sections. We will fill all the backlog vacancies which were postly reserved for the SC, ST and OBCs within a period of 1 year. We will abolish the contractualizations for the regular jobs in government and private sectors and enterprise and ensure the regularizations in such appointments. Thank you.
Namaste, namaskar, good morning. My dear fellow citizens, I am Rashmi Sethi, honored to lead Party B with 5 years of experience in relevant field. I am dedicated to our community. Our party's foundation is based on integral humanism, social conservatism, and nationalist principle. Today I am here to unveil our Lok Sabha manifesto addressing Uniform Civil Code, One Nation, One Election, fully developed nation by 2047, elimination of left-wing extremism, implementation of CAA, world-class railway stations, one-day sleeper trains, the Super App for all railway services, hosting the Olympics in 2036, net zero emission by 2070, permanent seat at the UN Security Council, and manned mission to the moon. I pledge transparency, accountability, and inclusivity. Let us come together and play for the work for the country's brighter future. Jai.
Respected all, Namaskar. I am Anjana Panda. I don't have any election manifesto as I am an independent candidate, but I promise you that I can provide all the basic necessities of the time, which are 24 hours of uninterrupted power supply, underground cable to bring electricity to every household, 24 hours of pure piped water to every household, and holistic healthcare facilities for every family. Thank you.
Election polling in India is typically conducted over multiple days across different constituencies. This staggered approach enables the deployment of security forces and election monitors to maintain law and order and ensure that the voting process remains free, fair and peaceful throughout the electoral exercise.
The voting in the Lok Sabha and the state legislative assembly elections are done by electronic voting machines (EVMs). The voting is done by the system of secret ballot, which means ensuring the secrecy of the voter's choice.
Polling stations are usually set in the public institutions such as school, community hall, etc. Usually the Election Commission of India tries to ensure that there is a polling station within 2 km of every voter so that no polling station had to deal with more than 1,200 voters.
Each polling station is open for at least 8 hours on the day of election. When the elector enters the polling station to cast his or her vote, the elector is checked against the electoral roll, an identity document is verified, indelible ink is applied on the left forefinger and the voter's list is issued.
Finally, the voter is allowed to cast his or her vote by activating the ballot meter in the control unit by the presiding officer of the house.
Show me your Aadhaar card. Show me your name, please. Show me your Aadhaar card. Show me your fingerprint.
The media are actively encouraged and provided with extensive facility to cover the electoral process to bring transparency in the election while at the same time maintaining the secrecy of the vote. The media person are provided with special passes to cover the poll process and the actual counting of the vote. The media are free to conduct opinion and exit poll.
What is your name?
I,
आपका नाम क्या है?
आदर्श चौधरी।
क्या आपने वोट दे दिया?
दिक्कत नहीं है क्या? यहाँ वोट देने आया हूँ तो वोट ही दूंगा ना। सिनेमा देखने आया हूँ क्या?
ठीक है, आपको क्या लगता है कौन सी पार्टी इस बार जीतने वाली है?
अरे कोई भी जीते, हर बार तो वही होता है, ये फ्री होगा ये फ्री। हमें तो फ्री का माल से ही मतलब है।
फ्री का माल? आपको देश की चिंता नहीं?
अरे कोई देश की चिंता, हमें फ्री का घर, बिजली, पानी और जो भी है हमें सब फ्री में चाहिए। हमें देश की परवाह नहीं।
Myself Aishri Pradhan with the camera person Anand reporting from the polling booth of Baleshwar constituency.
Myself Shunananda with camera person Satyam reporting from the polling booth of Baleshwar constituency. We can see the enthusiasm and energy among the people to exercise their voting rights. So now let us get some people's opinion. Hello ma'am, have you cast your vote?
Yes, I have cast my vote and this is my democratic right.
So, according to you, what do you expect from this year's elections?
We want the same government because of its good governance.
So, what do you mean by good governance? Wasn't the government before this good?
Free. Free this, free that doesn't mean it is a good governance. Good governance means the development around the country like in education, health and technologies and science. The results are here because of the good governance. Thank you.
Over a month and a half, 642 million voters have spoken in the largest democratic exercise in the world's history. So now it is the time for them to be heard.
After the polling is over, the votes cast in electronic voting machine is counted under the supervision of the returning official and the observers appointed by the Election Commission of India.
Once the counting of votes is over, the returning officer declares the name of the candidate to whom the largest number of votes have been given as the winner.
Reports from the counting centers that in 20 states, Party B members are leading with clear margins in many constituencies, and in rest 8 states, Party G, Party E and Party O members are leading. By evening we'll get a clear picture of the formation of government, whether it will be a coalition government or Party B members will form the government with clear majority.
Is over. Mr. Rashmi Ranjan of B Party has won the election by 2,03,100 votes from his nearest contestant. So, he is the elected MP of Balasore constituency for the tenure 2025 to 2029. And I am requesting him to collect the certificate for the same.
The election process of India is a dynamic and robust system that upholds the core democratic principles of free, fair and transparent election. It remains the cornerstone of the world's largest democracy, upholding the will of the people and reinforcing the foundation of representative governance.